Good evening folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's well, hope everybody's happy. Welcome to another episode in the series How to Make a Man Cave, She Shed, Workshop, Cabin in the Woods. Whatever label you apply, the process is exactly the same. So we've got some wood preserver here, look, 5 litres of the stuff, costs just under £23 from Screwfix. I bought this on the back of many hundreds of very positive reviews on the Screwfix website. It's a very good price indeed. And what I'm going to do now is to saturate these boards in 2 coats of this stuff, so all sides and all edges. And then I'm going to follow up with a waterproofing coat of Clear Coat, which will go on the upper surface. And the reason I'm spending so much time on these is because these boards are going up on the roof, and clearly that's the part of the building which is going to take the most hammer, so therefore it needs to be the most robust and the most durable. Right folks, so we've done 5 of these boards then, so I'm just going to let these dry. So they're going to have another coat of this stuff, all sides, all edges, and I'm going to come back and finish this job off on another day. Now in the meantime, so they've had an extra coat of the wood preserver, and they've also had a couple of good coats of Clear Coat, which makes these boards completely waterproof. Now there isn't much footage of me getting these boards up on the roof. It's a bit, sort of hit and miss really, because these are quite heavy and very unwieldy, so just a little bit of footage here. The main thing is of course the fact that I managed to get them on the roof and complete this job. So that's the hard part out of the way then. Once the boards are on the roof, it's pretty easy going really. They just need positioning in place and then securing. Okay, so making a decent amount of progress here. So I just now need to start tacking these into place, and when I've done that, then I'll be going up on the roof and securing them to all of the timbers properly, spacing these screws about sort of 6 or 7 inches apart. So these are the same screws I've used previously. They are decking screws, 65mm long. You don't need to drill a pilot hole, which is one of the great benefits of using these, and they're what you call a double countersunk screw. Once again purchased from Screwfix at a very reasonable price. Now I did actually use 5 of these OSB boards to complete the roof. So the boards are 8x4s, 8 foot by 4 foot, 2.4 by 1.2 metres or thereabouts. So 5 boards, and the last board was basically cut in half, and both halves were laid over the remainder of the roof and trimmed to size. Now, unless you do this sort of thing on a regular basis or you're a skilled joiner, I would strongly recommend that you put the boards in place, draw around them and then trim them down to size, because if you just get a tape out, measuring them and then go back to cut your boards, there is a chance that your measurements may not be terribly accurate and you might not get the fit you're looking for. So by doing it this way, you know that you're going to get the best possible fit. Now all of the edges were also saturated with clear coat, just to make sure they're completely and utterly waterproof and encapsulated against any rain which might get through. Now, as I say, I'm actually going to put felt on these boards, so it's not really necessary, but as I say, this is a belt and braces job. Now I don't want to go back up here anytime soon, and I want to make sure, whilst everything is accessible, that this roof is as waterproof as it possibly can be. Okay folks, so you can see we're up on the roof now. All of the boards have been positioned and tacked into place. Now I weigh 17.5 stone and I've walked all over this roof on many occasions and it barely moves a millimetre. So this does appear to be a very strong roof indeed and should be up for many years to come. So I'm up here then, as I say, just to secure all of the boards properly using the 65mm decking screws, which you can see here. I can't think of any more tedious than videoing the whole process, so we'll leave it at that. I will be felting this roof, but that will be the subject of another video. Thanks for watching.